Hello and welcome. I'm Andrew Vanech, once again contributing for the Sports Hit List. And today I'll be going down memory lane and bringing you some of my favorite memories from going to ballparks across the country. Now, I get asked, why do you always save up and fly out to see the Mets or pretty much any game in another stadium during the summer? I like the fact that I have two baseball teams in my city, Citi Field in Queens, Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. I've been fortunate enough to do 11 baseball stadiums with Shea Stadium and Yankee Stadium included. What makes the baseball stadiums unique is that whereas basketball and hockey share the same arena, and football, only a few have such history, baseball stadiums, regardless of the team, the dimensions are different. There's always a unique flavor. There's something in the outfield, there's a different flavor in the fans. People love their baseball. They just see it as a way to go out. And I figured I'd share my top 5 memories, or I should say my top 5 ballparks so far as a baseball fan. So we're going to start off number 5, Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri, home of the Cardinals. Everywhere I've went when I was in St. Louis, somebody was wearing at least something with the Cardinals on it, whether it be on their hat, their shirt, their bag, whatever. St. Louis is a diehard baseball town. Small in population, but they give an arm and a leg for their baseball team. And it reflects in their history and in their stadium. If you were lucky enough to sit on the third base line, you'll get a gorgeous glimpse of the Gateway Arch, which was a symbol of the gateway to the West. The few skyscrapers that St. Louis has, their roofs look down into the stadium, one of which has a restaurant and bar on the top where people can go and hang out. A few blocks away from the stadium, has nothing to do with the stadium, but that's how much St. Louis loves their baseball. Across the street from Busch Stadium is Ballpark Village, where fans pregame, postgame, everybody just hangs out and has a great time in the Midwest. Number 4, Citizens Bank Park, Philadelphia. Now you're wondering, why is a New York Mets fan putting the Philadelphia Phillies stadium on his top 5? It's got a neighborhood feel to it. South Philly. Fans can be rough, but as long as you're cool, they're cool. Really. Cheesesteaks. Probably the best place to get a cheesesteak is Philadelphia. Why not Citizens Bank Park? Xfinity Live across the street. Beautiful summer night. Get a great view of the Philadelphia skyline. My recommendation, don't go especially if you're a Met fan, when the Phillies are in a playoff push, because then it's like you feed a gremlin after midnight. You will regret it. As long as you're respectful, they're cool. Number 3, Fenway Park, Boston, Massachusetts. The oldest stadium in the league. Broke ground, I believe, 1912. Or 1910, excuse me. The Green Monster is a sight to see in person. This, again, is you're a baseball fan. But if you're also trying to soak in the culture of Boston, Massachusetts, then by all means, go across the street, Yorkie Way, Cask and Flagons. You get a chowder on fries. Again, another stadium where you can glimpse the skyline of a small city in America. One of the best cities in America. For the record, I do not like Boston teams, but I do love Boston. I don't know why I said it like that. It's just Boston. Number 2, PNC Park, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Why is PNC Park better than Fenway? The Roberto Clemente Bridge, named after one of the most iconic baseball players of all time, shuts down game day for traffic and allows pedestrians to walk the bridge back and forth. And especially on a Saturday game, you get a Permane Brothers sandwich in you. It's a big block party right outside the stadium. Never did I think I'd see so many grown men dressed up as pirates. But you know what? The stadium has a minor league feel to it. Gorgeous views of the skyline in Pittsburgh. And if you're a sports fan and you just want to get away for the summer, make it a Pittsburgh trip. Clocking in number 1, Wrigley Field. Wrigley Field and Wrigleyville are the Disneyland of baseball fans across the world. I was lucky enough last year to catch a Chi-Town Classic game between the Cubs and the White Sox. And even though I didn't get to go to Guaranteed Rate Field, as they call it, getting to see the two Chicago teams go one-on-one, I got the whole feel of the Chicago sports culture in that one game. The ivy on the walls, Buster Creen on the Chicago Bears singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," Chicago dogs, sluggers across the street, batting cages, bar, restaurant, you name it. Now, there's room for more on that top 5. Some stadiums might get bumped off. Wrigley's not safe at number 1. There's still a whole West Coast trip left. Giants, Dodgers, Rockies, Twins, Tigers. Maybe I don't know about the Florida parks, but you never know. They could surprise me. Cadman Yards is still on the to-do list, so we'll see where that goes. Hopefully 2021 there'll be baseball and there'll be more baseball trips. What can I say? Thank you for listening. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Sports Hit List. Help us get out there. Help us find our ears. Thank you again, and thanks again. Bye.